Imagine standing in a place where hope has died. Picture a vast, silent valley, not filled with green grass or flowing rivers, but with bones. Countless bones bleached white by the sun, scattered and disconnected. This isn't a battlefield. It's a graveyard of dreams, a symbol of a people who have lost everything. They are in exile, far from home, and they feel utterly cut off, their future as dry and lifeless as these remains. This is where we find the prophet Ezekiel. God brings him in a vision to the center of this desolate landscape. The silence is deafening, broken only by the crunch of bone underfoot. It's a scene of absolute finality. This isn't just death, it's the memory of death, long past. And in the midst of this profound emptiness, God asks a question that hangs in the still air, a question that challenges all human understanding. Son of man, can these bones live? Think about that question. From a human perspective, the answer is obvious. No, they are not just dead, they are disintegrated. They are beyond hope, beyond recovery. Ezekiel, standing between the divine and the desolate, gives a wise and humble answer. Sovereign Lord, you alone know. He doesn't lean on his own logic or limitations. He defers to the one for whom nothing is impossible. He acknowledges that what looks like an end to us is just a canvas for God. Then comes the command, a call to action that seems utterly absurd. Prophesy to these bones and say to them, dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Can you imagine? Speaking to skeletons? Telling a graveyard to pay attention? It would feel foolish. People might think you've lost your mind. But faith isn't about what makes sense to us. It's about obedience to what God says. Ezekiel doesn't hesitate. He doesn't question the logic. He opens his mouth and speaks life into a place of death. As he prophesies, the impossible begins to happen. A sound starts to echo through the valley. Not the wind, but a rattling, a clattering that grows louder and louder as bones begin to move. Imagine the sight. A shin bone finding its ankle bone, a rib cage reassembling itself. Across the entire valley floor, a skeletal army is clicking together, piece by piece, bone connecting to its bone. The scattered remains are becoming organized structures, standing upright, a legion of skeletons where moments before there was only chaos and dust. But they are still just skeletons. There's form but no life, so God commands Ezekiel again. Prophesy to the breath. Prophesy, Son of Man, and say to it, this is what the Sovereign Lord says. Come, breath from the four winds, and breathe into these slain, that they may live. Once more, Ezekiel obeys. He calls not to the bones this time, but to the very wind, to the spirit of life itself. And as he speaks, breath enters them. The skeletal frames are covered with tendons, then flesh, then skin. What was once a rattling collection of bones becomes a vast army of fully formed bodies. And as the breath of God fills their lungs, they stand on their feet alive. An immense, powerful army, resurrected from the dust. The valley of death has become a valley of life. The graveyard has become a parade ground. This vision wasn't just a fantastical story for Ezekiel. It was a powerful message of hope for the people of Israel. They felt like those dry bones, scattered, hopeless, their national identity dead and buried in a foreign land. They were saying, our bones are dried up and our hope is gone. We are cut off. God was showing them, through this incredible vision, that he had the power to bring them back. He could restore their nation, gather them from exile, and breathe new life into their community. But this message echoes through the centuries, speaking directly to us today. How many of us have looked at a part of our lives and seen only a valley of dry bones? A broken relationship, a failed career, a dream that has died, a struggle with addiction, or a heart weary with grief. We look at the situation and think, it's over. There's no hope here. It's too broken, too far gone. This story tells us that where we see an end, God sees a beginning. Our impossible is his opportunity. The power that knit together skeletons and filled them with breath is the same power that can resurrect the dead places in our own lives. He can mend what is broken. He can restore what has been lost. He can breathe hope into our deepest despair. The key, like for Ezekiel, is our response. Are we willing to speak God's promises over our impossible situations? Are we willing to have faith even when it looks foolish? Are we willing to believe that the God who created the universe from nothing can certainly create a new future from the wreckage of our past? He is the God of resurrection. He specializes in bringing life from death. So whatever your valley of dry bones looks like today, don't lose heart. Stand in that valley, and instead of focusing on the brokenness, listen for the voice of God. He is asking you the same question he asked Ezekiel. Can these bones live? And with faith we can answer, Lord, you know, and then watch as he does what only he can do. Make all things new. Thank you so much for watching. If this story encouraged you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that inspires hope and faith. We love sharing these powerful messages with you. Click that bell icon so you don't miss our next video. God bless you, and we'll see you again soon.